Business owners in Nebraska are starting to plan their comeback now that the governor has unveiled his plan to ease coronavirus restrictions. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Governor Pete Ricketts said on Friday that he will relax restrictions in 59 counties, including here in the Nebraska Panhandle. The new orders begin on May 4th and are effective until May 31st and will allow restaurants to reopen their dining rooms, but require them to keep crowds at or below half of their rated occupancy.
In the guidelines, it'll have that all the staff has to be wearing masks. So they'll have to, whether it's kitchen staff, servers, cashiers, and so forth, they'll have to be masked. And so that'll all be part of the guidelines going forward. But we will allow restaurants to start opening for dining in.
Dining parties are limited to 6 people, buffets are still closed, and bars must keep their dining areas closed. Ricketts' plans also allow barbershops, tattoo parlors, salons, and massage therapists to reopen with certain restrictions. Looking at the latest coronavirus cases both locally and statewide, as the Panhandle Public Health District says that there are 4 new cases confirmed here in Scotts Bluff County, including a woman and man in their 40s, a teenage boy, and a female youth. Of the Panhandle's 44 confirmed cases, 26 have already recovered, including all of Kimball's 10 cases and all but one of Cheyenne County's 5 cases. PPHD also clarified an error on the statewide map, where on Saturday it showed that there were 2 cases in Dawes County. However, in a Sunday morning release, officials said that there were still 0 confirmed cases in Dawes County, and they were able to get that off of the map as well. Pivoting to the statewide numbers, as 9 more COVID-related deaths were confirmed, with 3 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and 3 on Sunday. Hall County continues to be the state's hotspot, with more than 875 confirmed cases, and Hall, Douglas, Dawson, and Dakota counties accounting for more than 2/3 of the state's 3,028 cases. As the number of tests being able to be administered is increasing, the number of daily confirmed cases has also spiked. Over the past 4 days, Nebraska has averaged 311 new positives per day. Well, coming up after the break, we're looking at temperatures getting into the 80s several times this week. The Warriors in with your full week forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
Start your spring right with Compliments for you and your home. Compliments wants to help you get dressed for all your spring events, whether you're the mother of the bride, at your son's graduation, or looking for a great dress for a special event. Compliments has got a look for you. While at Compliments, look for a new style or give it as a gift. With great new home decor, now is the perfect time to spruce up your home. Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scotts Bluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, not too bad tonight across the region. Going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies. It'll get a little cloudier in the overnight hours and then clear off towards morning tomorrow with sunshine around. Tomorrow is going to be a windy day, but really not too bad for the rest of the week. Other than winds tomorrow, it's going to be really warm, especially Thursday, but Friday as well. 2 warm days. Scattered weekend storms will arrive, cool us off a little bit, and it's not going to be as warm as we start next week. High yesterday, 76 degrees after a morning low of 37. That's about where we should be. No moisture yesterday, just to trace about half of what we should have for the month. As you can see, we're about halfway there, and about an inch and a third short for the year so far. So we need some moisture here across the area. The good news is we're entering the period of time, May into June, where we get most of our moisture. Temps are pretty mild today, upper 70s to near 80 here across the region. Some 80s scattered in central Kansas and eastern portions of Nebraska. 75 in Alliance. There's an 80 on the board at Valentine still. Pair of 79s, Ogallala and Mullen Oshkosh at 78. There's that cooler air off just to our west. Winds a little gustier over there as well in that 15 to 20 mile an hour range. Taking a look at Futurecast for tonight, we bring in some clouds across the area. They'll be around, especially through the evening hours. A stray shower or storm can't be ruled out. That's about it, and we're going to be then clearing as we get towards sunrise tomorrow. Lows are going to be milder off to the east, near 50 in the far eastern areas, near 40 in the far western areas, and somewhere in between for everybody else. So for tomorrow, we put Futurecast into motion. As we go through the early afternoon hours, we'll be dealing with partly cloudy skies. We roll this on through the rest of the evening, and then clearing skies here across the area for tomorrow night, setting the stage for a very mild Wednesday and a warm Thursday. Winds will come down tomorrow too, but it's going to be really gusty, breezy, windy all day tomorrow. Could see some gusts over 50 miles an hour at times, and cooler, significantly cooler than today. We'll drop 15 to 20 degrees off some of the highs across the area, back into the 60s for tomorrow. You saw just a few scattered showers, very little, if any, rainfall out there, a couple of hundreds at best. So as we look at our forecast then for tonight, 44, cloudy early, clearing expected late tonight. Winds at about 10 to 20. They'll pick up even more tomorrow during the day. Windy, not as warm. Again, northwest winds 25 to 35, gusts over 50 likely. 65 is your expected high for tomorrow. And then our 7-day forecast, we have 75 on Wednesday as we warm up again. Thursday is going to be the warmest day. Could be flirting with 90 degrees. Friday also pretty warm with the mid-80s. Saturday and Sunday, both days right now, we bring in decent chances of scattered thunderstorms. And then cooler and breezy to start the next work week on Monday with highs in the upper 60s across the region.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
As farmers make plans to return to their fields for spring planting, we urge farmers to be alert to the dangers of working near overhead power lines. Electricity is one of the most overlooked, yet deadly hazards of working on a farm. Beware of increased height when loading and transporting equipment on trailers. Avoid raising the arms of planters or cultivators or raising truck beds near power lines. So let's take extra caution this spring planting season. This message brought to you by
Chimney Rock Public Power District, your Touchstone Energy partner, the power of human connections.
This year, W2 means we double. Ricketts Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payments. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Ricketts Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Your volume discount dealer.
Welcome back. The University of Nebraska at Kearney Alumni Association is recognizing outstanding senior award recipients for 2020, including a Panhandle native that will be joining the Rural Radio Network. Austin Jacobson of Sidney is among the 5 announced being honored by the institution. Jacobson will receive his degree in sports communication and exercise science next month and has accepted a position with KRVN in Lexington as a news reporter and sports broadcaster. The award honors UNK seniors selected by a panel of UNK alumni for their excellence in scholarship and leadership, as well as their involvement and dedication to UNK and the Kearney community. Well, the University of Nebraska intends to hold in-person classes on all of its campuses this fall, while still accounting for possible coronavirus restrictions. University officials say they wanted to make the announcement early to give students, faculty, and staff as much time as possible to plan. The university may still impose some restrictions to keep the virus from spreading, and the pandemic has forced colleges and universities nationwide to shift to online-only classes. University of Nebraska officials decided to offer online classes instead of in-person courses for the rest of the spring semester, and courses will still be taught online this summer. And Joe Biden has scored presidential endorsements from former Democratic Nebraska Senator Ben Nelson and other state officials and activists. Biden, the presumptive Democratic nominee, announced the support in an email. In a statement, Nelson praises Biden as an advocate for our rural and urban communities alike. Nelson served as a senator from 2001 to 2013 and was Nebraska's governor from 1991 to 1999. Well, straight ahead, the NFL draft has come and gone. Some Nebraska Huskers getting their chance to shine at the highest level of professional football. I'll have much more at the sports desk in just 90 seconds.
On April 15, 1924, West Nebraska Methodist Episcopal Hospital, the region's first modern hospital, opened in downtown Scotts Bluff. The goal was to provide the care residents needed close to home, and it's never changed. For 95 years, we've continued to provide exceptional health care for generations of families throughout our region as a community hospital, a regional referral center, and a Level 2 trauma center. Thank you for trusting your health care to Regional West Medical Center.
As farmers make plans to return to their fields for spring planting, we urge farmers to be alert to the dangers of working near overhead power lines. Electricity is one of the most overlooked, yet deadly hazards of working on a farm. Beware of increased height when loading and transporting equipment on trailers. Avoid raising the arms of planters or cultivators or raising truck beds near power lines. So let's take extra caution this spring planting season. This message brought to you by
Roosevelt Public Power District, your Touchstone Energy partner, the power of human connections.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Why do I have First National Bank's free checking? For all the things that could happen. Like the fact that they automatically forgive one overdraft fee every year, and they won't charge a fee if I accidentally overdraw my account. Up to $20. Best of all, if I use another bank's ATM, my bank won't charge me a fee. When things don't go as planned, it's nice to feel protected. Switch today.
Now, sports from the First National Bank Sports Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
It was a unique NFL draft over these past few days. The excitement was there for the highest echelon of collegiate athletes as they find out where all of their years of hard work will land them. And it was Nebraska twin defensive linemen Carlos and Khalil Davis both being selected on the third day of the NFL draft on Saturday. Khalil was the first Husker selected as he was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 6th round with the 194th overall pick. Carlos, the older of the Davis twins by 5 minutes, was taken by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 7th round with the number 232nd overall pick. The Davises are the first brothers in the history of Nebraska football to be selected in the same NFL draft. The twins were all Big Ten selections on the football field and All-American discus throwers in track and field during their Husker careers. And while they were not drafted, 2 more Huskers were not forgotten as Nebraska cornerback Lamar Jackson signed with the New York Jets as an undrafted free agent. Meanwhile, Husker defensive tackle Darian Daniels was signed as an undrafted free agent by defending NFC championships, the San Francisco 49ers. And across our borders to our west, as Wyoming Cowboy linebacker Logan Wilson was selected as the first pick in the 3rd round of the 2020 NFL Draft by the Cincinnati Bengals. Wilson becomes the 10th highest overall NFL draft pick by a Wyoming Cowboy in school history. He's also the highest NFL draft pick of a Wyoming Cowboy who is also a native of the state of Wyoming. And the Pokes weren't done making a splash in the draft, as the New England Patriots selected linebacker Cash Maluia on Saturday as the 25th pick in the 6th round. It is the first time since 2017 that Wyoming has had 2 players selected in the same NFL draft. Additionally, Wyoming defensive back Tyler Hall signed as a free agent with the Atlanta Falcons on Saturday following the completion of the 2020 NFL Draft. And from football to baseball, as Nebraska American Legion Baseball has canceled all area and state tournaments for this summer due to the COVID-19 pandemic. While the postseason tournaments are canceled, the Department of Nebraska Athletic Committee says they intend to hold as much of a regular season for Legion Baseball this summer that is possible, and to allow the local communities and regional areas to conduct their own tournaments as they see fit based on the current restrictions for that region or area. Practices and games are not yet authorized, and area and state site locations that were set for this year will remain for the next season. That is the latest today from the First National Bank Sports Desk. We'll have your community calendar coming up right after this on KNEB.TV.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Nebraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scotts Bluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, the Scotts Bluff City Council has approved a bid of just over $368,000 to Infinity Construction for the water and wastewater utility relocations for the Scotts Bluff Pathway Project. The bid was approximately $122,000 over the engineer's current bid, but engineer Dave Schaff told the council the risk associated with the complexity of the project is why Infinity's was the only bid received for relocating the water and wastewater mains at Highway 26 between Avenue B and 5th Avenue for the Pathway Project.
A lot of conversations with the local contractors. The risk associated with this project is fairly significant, fairly high, and that's the reason we only got one contractor that was willing to even work with us on the project. We had dewatering in there. We were close with dewatering, but there were a couple other things that came up that made the contractor nervous.
Some of those items included things like other existing utilities, including fiber optics that are in close proximity to the excavations, with that risk adding to his costs. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.